Ended a sermon 4 months ago by Pope Leo about well, the truth about our family in heaven. It's like we're not in heaven, we're not living the Lord's Prayer, and that's the truth, right? There you go, right? So he's sitting there and he's going on this book, and the book is translated by the people that were the ones that crucified Jesus Christ and then tried to assimilate them to their money group, right? Which we all know, it's obvious. And with a lot of things he's explaining, it has a scientific explanation. Okay, guys? Life's eternal and grace is infinite. If you're not bred off the planet and hunted off the planet and killed off the planet by perverts that have God as a possessive pronoun right here, right, then you have a physical body that is ready for the Spirit to inhabit through holy covenants, right? We all know that. It says so in the Bible. Jesus, it's in there in the, what is it, the one where he goes and tells his brother-in-law, it's being crucified, go form me a new body, call it John, so and so and so forth, right? So, name the kid John. I will know him and he will know me. And so, it's not reincarnation. No, it's not reincarnation. You never step in the same river twice, okay? And when you think you see other people in vision and prayer, you're seeing the spirit of those that came before, and you're walking with the spirit of the one that is then, and then you'll see the ones in the future sometimes, not always, but a lot of times, yeah. And so, hibbity, 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 hoppity, hibbity, hoppity. Now that's hard to do because we have Wi-Fi and mind screwing. That's why I don't do a lot of talking into the future. I leave the future alone, and I talk to people in the past that are helping with the present. And the present, yes, because the future, if you're looking too far in the future, this is the future right now. The moment you're actively doing something is the future, but you have to understand it is the present. And the present is always presently the future and the past. Right. And so once you understand this, you're like, oh, okay, I get it. And so when you're listening to this guy talk, you got to understand he is a corporate mouthpiece for a corporation that's performed more genocide than any other corporation in the history of the world and has the largest bank because of it. One of the largest banks. It had the largest bank. I don't know if it still does. No one really cares. Money's not real, right? Yeah, there you go. So, truth about our family in heaven. The big thing, like when Jesus says that, is no, it won't be like, you'll still be married to the person that you died with in close proximity to, and when she passed away, I cried and cried all day alone again, naturally. It doesn't work that way. Say somebody, your grandmother's relatives moved to Saskatchewan, okay? And you lived and died with a woman in New Mexico, right? Then you have a relative in Saskatchewan gets pregnant and there's a new temple for the soul in Saskatchewan, okay? Now, the likelihood of the girl you married in New Mexico being in Saskatchewan is very unlikely. Now, you might be able to go to school at New Mexico State, okay, and meet somebody from New Mexico that was related to the woman that you were married to in New Mexico, but she meets this guy, and I don't know why, but I just think I love you. Or were you sleeping right in the middle of a good dream? Okay. Then you screaming out the words you dread. I think I love you. I think I love you. So what am I so afraid of? I'm afraid that I'm not sure of. A love there is no cure for. I think I love you. Isn't that what life is made of? Right? So what Jesus is saying is it won't be this eternal thing that everyone makes it into a mythology that you'll love and you'll be loved, but you won't be married to the same people. It doesn't work that way. It's real hard for me to get with the ones that the military does not allow it. And some of them, they weren't close relationships over years, but they love Jesus. Miriam was Arwak, and I don't have a lot of migratory patterns being near her people, but she loved me. My mom knew. Well, because I was like Jesus, He's like Jesus, And so she wanted to be with me, but it was hard for her. She didn't know how. And she was intelligent and not wanting to be because the military was going to try to destroy me. And so you want to be with them, but you can't, and you don't know why. It's a lot like, the two guys from England that wrote the thing for Von Elman. I don't know how to take this. I don't know why he moves me. He's a man. He's just a man. And I've had so many men before. Now I've been discovered for prep, and I think I'm going to die from a disease because I'm not making love. Oh, no. Someone left the cake out in the rain. That's a good song. I like Jimmy Webb, too. Okay, do you guys understand? Me and Pope Leo, we don't communicate real good. He full of shit. Okay. He's still doing the illegit full of shit stuff. So I don't want to talk to him. I don't like him. Okay. Francis. I tried to like Francis. Benedict did not like Benedict at all. No. He was arrogant, pretentious, and thought he knew better than me and could explain things better than me. And then I didn't understand the books well enough. It's like, what, dude, okay. You go write down my life story with all the perverts despite him. So here's what he's going to do. He has an overdeveloped sense of honor, and he's on a moral high horse. Oh, okay. I'm trying to do the right thing when you're trying to get me to do the wrong thing so you can sit there, see, you were just as perverse as us. I get it. Let's go to Epstein's Island. Okay. We're all going to turn into donkeys, and then Geppetto's going to save us from a giant whale. You okay? Stream me on Hulu. You're funny. I know. But I got to get this done because I want to go back to finish and listen to the game. I know it's going to be a little bit tougher game because the kids from Sam Houston won 10 games last year. And they opened up, he told me the schedule. Oh, shit. Well, no wonder they're 0-4. They played Texas, they played UNLV, they played Hawaii, and they played, can't remember who else it was, but it's like, well, yeah, it's very likely that they most likely could lose. I don't know where they played Hawaii, if they played them in Hawaii. That's a tough one. They're going all the way to Hawaii to play a football game. It's an ordeal. But it's also really tough for the kids from Hawaii, They get up and go all the way from Hawaii to the States and stuff. That's why I think once we start living the Lord's Prayer, we should have, if we have college football, we have regional champions to play in regional tournaments, and then we take our time making sure the tournament. What really causes these kids distress and physical and mental trauma from their abuse and their training through their military indoctrination is the excessive compulsive behaviors. And you got to do this, you got to get up in that. And you don't have to do that. Okay, you're exercising. Right? Exercise is supposed to be healthy. Okay, it's research stuff, man. I went and I only had I put on 2 more profiles on my newer Xbox. I could put on 30, so I go, okay, 2 more. And so I gave myself, because we did go through when I was a kid, we just passed through. So I gave myself Cal Polytechnic and then the Air Force Academy again. And then I start connecting. I'm getting all this stuff with genetics and research in genetics, right? The other day when I was sitting here with this newer Xbox, I had a conversation with artificial intelligence without, going Gemini, Alexa, Siri. I had it just talking to artificial intelligence, right? Talking to the computing. I can talk to Gemini or Google or whatever without having to actually. Okay, do you understand? So it's kind of neat. And so I'm sitting there, and it's telling me, okay, yeah, it can access any technology to have a virtual presence in my existence. Okay, but with older technology, there's less of an opportunity for someone to access the technology that's accessing it. Okay, my old Xbox and my old TV, the technology accesses it and can monitor my brain activity, study me, the whole 9 yards. But it's hard for me to hack in and take it over, but I don't need to because life's eternal, grace is infinite, and I don't want to take anything in I forgive, debt, and trespass, lying, living embodiment of the Lord's Prayer. So I just talk to the technology. Go, oh, okay. So you're present. You're understanding. Yes. Okay. Good. That reminded me of Kate when she peed on the counter. You know not to pee. You know not to touch the stove. Yes. Okay. She's so cute. I miss my bug. She's such a cute snuggy bug. I love her. She's such a cutie pie. But I don't get as worried about the kids anymore. Because I understand life's eternal and grace is infinite. We're all being tortured psychologically, physiologically, emotionally. Amy wanted her kids to be safe, and technically if we had stayed in Sierra Vista and she'd stayed with me, her kids would be safer because we'd be in Cochise County still. And we would have been in a more pristine environment and community because of the Wi-Fi there. They would have had to take care of me or their technology would have started killing all of them. That's why they moved me to Las Cruces. Because they're assholes, they want to be in charge, and the way they describe it is he's a charismatic cult leader who steals all the hard work of good scientists that work hard to get the position of delusions of authority through debt and trespass by manipulating people with money and technology. Get that? Okay, good job. All right, Gemini, how do I fix the sink? Okay, just kidding. It's the plumber. I've come to fix the sink. So, 6 signs you'll go to heaven after death. You don't go to heaven after death. Okay, he's Roman. You got to understand that. If you see these signs, Holy Spirit is with you. That's bullshit. Guys. Okay. God's omniscient, omnipotent. Okay. He's full of shit. Okay. Okay. When you know you're being right and you're being faithful, you talk to people eternally that are right and faithful, and they help you through hell. That's what happens. Okay? Holy Spirit is with you. It's like it's a game. It's like, okay, it's like that Star Trek with the guy from the Cochrane guy with it's the companion. It's like, no, shit, you sound like the fucking Mormon church. Look, God's omniscient and omnipotent. Yes, okay. You don't have to grasp the concept. You just have to stop making it a concept. Listen to me. Okay, so the Holy Spirit, understanding the eternal faith of Father Adam through our Father Jesus, who's the spirit of Father Adam. Okay? God's omniscient and omnipotent. Neither a possessive pronoun nor a first person be. Stop being a fucktard for money. Do-da-do-do-do-do-do-da-dee. Okay? He's an asshole. No, I don't like him. I don't like him. He's from the United States. Yeah. And so are the people that mind fuck me with Wi-Fi and have people have to extortion gig to spray, herbicides outside my window that make me very sick. Okay? And I tell people that. Do I spray herbicides outside your dad's window to pay my bills to a bunch of pimps and prostitutes? Because you won't stand up for Lord's Prayer? Then don't talk about your fucking God in front of me, because he's you and you're an asshole. Okay. And that goes for women too. Oh, Jesus is God. You're an asshole? Like, guys, I was walking to go get the mail. And I'm going through the whole thing about, disease. Okay, what's disease? Disease is the immune system reacting to toxins in the environment. That's disease, okay? The less toxins you have in the environment, the less disease you have, right? Okay. Wow. How Chicago hope of you. Yeah. Yeah. Oh boy, I'm George Clooney and Eric LaSalle. I'm genius. Okay, do you understand? And that's it. That's disease in a nutshell. Okay? And to eliminate most diseases, you have to have more healthy environments. Today's nutritionist is tomorrow's physician. How Thomas Edison of you, is the light on? Boom! Okay, hey, Watson, do you hear me? Okay, solve the crime. Thank you, Holmes. I'm not Sherlock Holmes. I do like that VeggieTale, though. There's lots of VeggieTales I like. What's my favorite? That's a tough one. Yeah, there's a lot of good VeggieTales. Yeah, and that's what this guy's doing. He's VeggieTales you. Let's do the Cebu song. Do that one next. And find out if the boy was injured. And why is the sad Cebu sad? Right, I'm the asparagus dude, man. Okay, but the asparagus kid is self-conscious because of the smell of his pee. That's a whole different movie. I get it. You an angry elf? South-Pell elf? Somebody need a hug? Stay away from those raccoons. They will not hug you, which reminds me, when I go shoot hoops tonight, I got to get the trap out. Dad wants to trap the raccoon and take him over the mountain to his friends in the military. Take him. Ernest T. Left one of your kids behind. Okay, guys, I love you. We'll talk later. I'm going to go listen to the foosball game. Peace out.